Recently, I installed new seat covers in my truck. Check out my wife's reaction when she saw them for the first time.
Wow! I like how neat and clean it is. It's nice.
What's up, folks? Let's talk about seat covers. Recently, I've got these covers for my second-gen Tacoma from a company called HuidaSource. They sent it to me in exchange for a video review, and I'm glad they did. I carefully looked at their listing on Amazon, and I felt this product was worth trying out. I personally found myself really liking these covers, but found a few flaws that are not so great and could be improved. So, number one, the looks. I think they look really good. Especially if you look at my original old ugly seat covers. I mean, after all of the abuse from kids, food, coffee, construction materials, beach and fishing gear, they're just embarrassing. Now with the new seat covers, the interior looks way nicer than it's ever been. Let's face it, tacos back then were never about good looks. And the coolest thing is that you almost can't even tell these are covers. They have a really good fit, they look like real leather seats, they feel very good, and I'm very pleased overall. Beautiful diamond stitching pattern, looks like something you would normally find in a really high-end or sports cars. I think these covers truly look more expensive and premium than they really are. With HuidaSource, the seats are almost fully covered, unlike some other brands where you would normally have sides or back exposed sometimes. There are also special cutouts on the sides in case your car is equipped with seat airbags, which is really great attention to very important details. These covers are also perforated, so you'll still be able to use the heated or cooled seats features if you have those. All of the headrests are fully covered and they look pretty decent. They've got leather in the front and black fabric in the back. The front seats have large storage pockets in the back for the passengers. The back seats look great too, but if you often need to access the storage space behind or under the seats, it becomes a bit more difficult. You'll have to readjust and tuck the covers back in every single time, but that's just the nature of it. You would have that with any seat covers. Now about the things I don't like that much. Number one, the big shiny brand name on the front seats. It's not a big, well-known and reputable brand, or like TRD logo, so it doesn't look that good, and I personally would rather not have anything displayed there. I would be fine with a small badge or plaque, maybe something like I have in my wife's Lexus RX 350. I think this will turn down more buyers than it will bring to the brand. Next, I really don't like how the front seat covers are too short on the sides, especially considering that the back seats have perfect length and completely cover the old ugly upholstery. In the front, though, for some reason, it's only covering half of the seat cushion. It's almost not noticeable if you just open the door and look down, but if you look closer, you can definitely see the problem here. If my old seats were black, it wouldn't be so noticeable, but in my case, they're gray and clearly visible, and it doesn't look good at all. I'm not sure if this is because of the seat adjuster knob or what, but I wish they made the front covers just as long as the back ones. Another nuance is not really related to the product itself, but rather to my car exterior. Almost everything is gray originally: seat belts, center console, seat buckles, carpeting, interior trim pieces, dashboard. But I decided to go with black seat covers and red stitching. By the way, you can also choose black on black or blue on black options. And now some of the interior pieces don't really go well together with the seat covers, and that is something you need to consider as well. I personally plan to replace some of the most obvious parts and make everything match. At the very least, I plan to reupholster the center console armrest and make it black. I'll make a separate video on that, be sure to check that out as well. Quality-wise, I lived with these for about a month now, and so far so good. Not sure if this is a real leather and how long it's gonna last, but it looks good, it feels good, it appears to be much easier to get dirty, but at the same time it's much easier to clean than original fabric. The covers have multiple layers of material and it makes them kind of rigid. They lay pretty well around the seats and don't crease very easily. The covers were a little baggy at first, but after a couple of days they hugged the seats a bit tighter and laid much more snug around them. The comfort is good, now the seat feels more plush with this extra layer of padding, and they're not slippery overall and don't move around much. There are a bunch of these anti-slip rubber dots on the bottom that work really well. The leather material obviously gets more hot and cold than the original fabric, but I'm okay with that in favor of better looks. The installation manual is pretty short, clear, and easy to understand. With these seat covers, everything you need is already included in the package. Installation process could be a bit tricky, especially if you've got big hands. Getting under the seats could be a bit challenging. But overall, it's really not that difficult. It took me less than half an hour to install everything. As far as the price, I think it's very reasonable. I checked, a real leather upholstery would cost you close to $2,000 with installation, and these covers are 10 times cheaper than that. At the moment of the recording, they were around $180, but prices may change over time, and if you're interested, check out my Amazon affiliate link down in the comments section below. So that's pretty much what you can expect if you're considering buying these HuidaSource seat covers on Amazon. I hope this video was helpful to make an educated buying decision. And if you have any questions or comments, drop them below and be sure to check out my other second-gen Toyota Tacoma mods, upgrades, and repair videos.